All right, come on. I am very much not happy with this. I have no idea what on earth is going on. I don't know if I'm even live right now. Hey, Real Shib. I'm not sure if I'm even live right now. This thing is so broken. YouTube Studio is saying I don't have that I'm not streaming yet, but according to Streamlabs, I am live. Okay, it looks like I'm live on here. What on earth is going on with this thing? No data. No data from Stream. Hey, Real Shib, can you see me live right now? Because it looks like I'm live. Why do I have to sign into chat when I'm the person who's hosting the stream? Yeah, something. I think something. Okay, so Pug, you can hear me right now. Okay, so it's a problem with YouTube. I don't know what it is. My YouTube is telling me that it is not receiving the stream data. Yeah, it's telling me it's not receiving the stream data, but if y'all can see me on there, I'm just gonna take it as YouTube being a dum-dum. Okay, so what is up, everyone? This is just, this was a catastrophe. So over the weekend, I think most people in here know that I've got a Twitch gaming channel as well. Well, Friday I got monetized, and ever since then, I was trying to use OBS Studio for Twitch, and then Streamlabs for YouTube. Well, something weird happened with OBS Studio. I had to, when I went live on Saturday, I had to do an emergency flip into Streamlabs. And this is actually the first time I've logged back in to YouTube on Streamlabs, because I was logged into Twitch, and now all of a sudden YouTube wants to be a dum-dum. So I'm thinking the problem's with YouTube, because all weekend I had no problems. Once I signed on to Twitch using my Streamlabs, I had no problems all weekend. So I'm guessing it's just YouTube being a Microsoft product and not wanting to work right. So how's everyone doing today? My God, AMC was looking good there for a while. Well, that Valley's not very good, but it was recovering. It was holding nicely. Even crossed over to the high side, was threatening the 200, and I'm guessing somebody hit the sell switch and just decided to smack it down a bit. Now, we have not been around in a while, so we actually need to go. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Yeah, so until I figure out what on earth is going on with, I've got to figure out what's going on. If I've got to keep the two separate, I'll worry about that this evening. Worry about it this evening after after the Twitch stream, if I do one tonight. So we have our wonderful little cash secured put line. If you notice, we are getting a nice wide profit zone. Anywhere between these lines and we're in profit. And the funny thing is, we have actually pushed this out even further. So this now, how far can I go with this? I'm going to take all the way from the bottom. So this will go, so we take $41 off that. That'll be $17.39. So we got to move this way down. $17.39. There we go. So if we zoom out, I was here when in doubt, zoom out. If we zoom way out, God, if we can get back, if we get back up anywhere in that zone, and it's funny, it's almost about the same. From the break-even point to the top is almost the same difference down. Hey, Kalani, how's it going, man? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I thought it was weird that I could see the stream on my phone, but I'm sitting there looking in the studio, and the studio's telling me that I've got nothing going on. So I don't know what's up with its broke self. All right, so we're on the 5-minute here. What else is going on? How's everyone doing? How's everyone? How was your weekend? It was kind of weird, streaming on the weekend because, with the gaming channel, I jumped on, was playing that Stardew Valley, kind of, I don't know, it just reminds me of the type of games I was playing when I was a teenager and whatnot. I was having a lot of fun with it. Not sure how much more I'll do streaming on it, because it did not seem like the community was too interested in it. I streamed it probably for 3.5, 4 hours total over the weekend, and just didn't seem to be much interest in it. So tonight, I think I might, if I get back on tonight, I might do Planet Crafter, that fun Martian terraforming planet. That game was kind of fun. I already gone through and finished everything, but I want to do another playthrough for everyone. God, look at that. I'm still not convinced crypto's at bottom for my active crypto trades. Wow, Doge had a nice little pop up there. Oh, I wonder if that's... Yeah, this is where I got out. I got out back there. Well, not completely out, but, I closed a majority position on it. God, crypto's just getting massacred. I'm kind of waiting for an established bottom to really come in. I don't think crypto's done falling yet. So I've got I'm sitting on a bunch of dry powder waiting, because if we see a good bounce out of crypto, if I see it coming in, and I might take some larger than normal swings and wait for it to start running back up again. But with these right here, for my break even, look how far I am from break even on Matic. That is, that's 35 cents right there. So I am getting murdered on Matic. Doge, how bad are we on Doge right now? So there we are on Doge. Doge, we're only, 2.5 cents? 2.5 cents. We're not too far out. Doge is not hurting us as bad as everyone else. Sheeb, how far do we have to zoom upward to actually see Sheeb? Sheeb's the one I'm really excited to get in on, because to increase the position, because if Sheeb gets another good run up, well, if any of them start running real good, but yeah, I'm not convinced that crypto's done falling, so I'm sitting back, I'm waiting. I've had a couple dips that I could have increased the position on, but I don't think we're done bleeding. So I'm kind of sitting back waiting to see some strength come back in. Once I see some strength, then I'll think about moving funds into it. But right now, with the cash that I have on standby, I'm leaving that on standby. I don't want to overcommit to anything right now, just because I'm not convinced we're at bottom yet. Ford, I was set up to do Oh, Paul's driving. So with Ford, I was set up to start running the wheel on it. I've not had a good entry point to get back in on. The good news is we are now in May, which means I am no longer under wash rule on AMC. So that that was part of the thing was when I was looking to set up the wheel on Ford to feed AMC. I was still under, I had 1 month where I was under the wash rule for AMC. Well, that has expired now. So I can really start playing around and get aggressive. If I find a bottom on AMC, now I can buy back in and still use that 90 share that I left to start the wheel on Ford. I can now buy back in on AMC and not violate the wash rule, meaning that I lose being able to claim AMC as a loss. So that is definitely a good thing. I was waiting for May to hit. I saw several buying opportunities. It's kind of good that I was playing the wash rule because we were a lot higher. Had I bought in there, we're looking at buy another 100 shares at 18. Well, now we're below 15, so that would have been a $300 loss on that. So I can sit back and wait and see how low are they really going to push this. And once I see that good bottom, then I can go aggressive with buying shares again. So it's all part of it's all part of the game. It's all part of the strategy. These were things that I always talk about having flexibility in your trading. In any strategy you've got to be flexible. And there were so many different ways that I had it set up to where I could play, and they could all be played from the same point. So essentially, there were we'll call it a dozen different ways I could have played this, and I was just waiting to see sitting back waiting to see which one of the plays was the one I would actually go for. So everything's not perfect, but it's giving me some good places to start from, and being clear of the wash rule, that is best spot number one to be, because that means I can go back in on shares now. That also means that if we move back into the profit zone, our wonderful little profit zone that is like a zip code up here. If we move back into the zone, now I don't have to worry about that being executed and getting a horrible price and getting hit with the wash rule. So that's kind of a double win right there. It looks like Clay was wrong. Clay was talking. He gets off and it would start running. Well, start running already. Come on, let's see some upward movement here. Yeah, YouTube Studio is still saying that it's not getting any, not getting stream data from me. So that's interesting. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's definitely broke. Keeps telling me Polygon's going down further. Yeah, Polygon below $1.04, playing in that zone. Yeah, just everything's getting pushed down. I am maintaining cash right now. Maintaining cash, waiting for bottoms. And we'll jump over. We'll check the major indexes here. Here we got the SPY, same exact thing. This isn't manipulation against AMC. This is just the whole market deciding it wants to continue sucking. That's just the way it is. We do have a couple that are doing good. Home Depot had a good run up the first part of the day. They're falling victim to what's going on in the market, but their gains, their early gains were so much, they're still sitting in the green. Netflix is recovering from their debacle that they had. Really good crossover here on the 5. That would have been a good place to get on some calls. Might have gotten spooked when it came down to touch the 13 again, but it bounced off, ran up. That might have given me an exit somewhere in there. But the second bounce definitely looked good. The second bounce kind of topped out right when the 48 crossed. the 48 crossed, and then all of a sudden somebody hit the sell button again. ATER, what is going on with you? Same deal. So everyone's following the same pattern, but it looks like some stocks caught better momentum than everybody else. Target had a good run up, and they're just getting annihilated right now. They're almost up to 233, and they're $6 down. Yeah, Target not having a good day right there. Oh, spam call. I didn't even have to look. I knew it was a spam call already. So yeah, we're still in a put market. We're still in still in a place where anything you do, it might be anything you're looking at might be good to play. Well, not these ones. Don't play puts on those. But everybody else right now is just looking like it's a downturn market. Let us see if check that one stock that always seems to be. This tells you how bad the market is. Hershey is on a downward trend. To explain the significance of that to you, that is absolutely insane. Hershey has dipped below the 200 on the 4 hour after all the strength it was showing. If you want a good example of a stock getting annihilated, that right there, that one candle opened at 227.32. It closed at 217.53. That is a $10 drop. That is downright getting annihilated right there. That almost kind of makes me want to look and see what's going on with Hershey's in the puts department. I'm really late to the party on this one. It is ridiculous how late I am to the party. I really haven't had a chance to look at much of anything in the market though. So we want HSY. Trade options. Let's look for the start of June. Ouch, those are still $500. $500 puts. Let's back it up a week. Still 500. Back it up a week. We're already to May 20th. Still close to... Yeah. The thing is, right now, with how downturned the market is, puts on everything are expensive. The people who make these prices, they know what's going on in the market. They're not going to give you, you're not going to get no super good deals, super easy prices. They know where it's where it could go to. That's why you got to catch these things when they first start to happen. Puts on Friday, like if you saw these candles kicking in on Friday and thought, wow, look, they're coming down. 13 already crossed below the 48. If you're looking to be like, oh wow, puts might be a good idea. If you got them last Friday. And I'm sure last Friday they were nowhere near these prices, and then all of a sudden it opens up and just starts tanking. That's absolutely crazy right there. Let me check my work phone here real quick. So, did anyone have any market stuff they wanted to inquire about? Not sure who all we got in chat right now. I know it's you know, I know how the market is. I see it all the time. I know people don't want to don't want to sit around and see this all day every day. They know when to get you on the puts, just like high impact crypto sell when it's ripping. Yeah, and see that's part of the thing behind this 1348 is being able to identify the trends. That's so Hershey was doing all this wonderful upward stuff. Started, I'm not even sure where it started to fall off, but had this really good green day here, and that right there, seeing it end of the week. I don't know when their earnings were, but end of the week, really good run, and towards the end of the day, 13 pushed below the 48, and then all of a sudden the share price drops below the 200. I would like to think that if I was looking at it, I would have seen it, but Hershey's has for so long just been such a a strong stock that I never would have thought to look at it. What's going on with AMC? Hey, AMC showing a little bit of strength here. That's a nice green candle there. Just kind of waiting on, like I said, I'm waiting to see some strength. I'm gonna keep doing a little 5 and 10% snipes here and there, puts on certain stocks. I'm waiting because calls have unlimited upside potential. Puts you are limited on how much you can make. Calls, your upside potential is unlimited, and I want to make sure I've got plenty of powder on standby. If crypto starts bouncing back, I want to be able to get crypto low so I can wait and see if I get a nice 15% run, and then exit out and wait for re-entry. Here comes the MOAS. Yeah, Pug, I hope, hopefully this candle's the start of the MOAS right there. But I keep dry powder. That way when all this kicks off, I can move aggressively. And it's dry powder that, I don't want to use the term YOLO, but I do have acceptable losses where, but I play stop losses, so it's not really a YOLO. I look for those. I still identify that risk. So I just YOLOing is just not a good thing. I'm not a fan of YOLOing. God, those puts are... So the puts I sold are now worth $505. So, which means that, if I wanted to close those out, I would need to pay $505 to exit that position. That's essentially what that means. AMC... I'm just curious. I want to have a look at the call side of the house. Calls for, let's go start of June. Yeah, so right now for $15 AMC calls for the first week in June, they are under $200 right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for strength. I've got powder on standby. And see, those are far enough out. We're just starting May, and I'm already looking at the beginning of June. If I'm going to enter into some of these calls, I'm giving myself time to be right. That's part of the trading strategy. You got to understand, if you're the buyer, you need time. If you're the seller, you want time to go as fast as possible. Now, let's look at this Friday on the call side of the house. Yep, too dangerous. Unless we really start to see a run. Let's check the 13th. $1.27 on the 15s. Yeah, we just need the MOAS to happen. We've been good people. We've been waiting long enough. Let's do this. Now, I'm trying to figure out who is Mr. Nice Guy. I don't recognize the picture. Yeah, I do not have a clue who Mr. Nice Guy is. Oh, hey, there we go, AMC. How are we looking on the 3? Let me flip to the 3 real quick. Okay. How are those AMC calls looking? $1.30. I'm getting set for 3. Let's try it. It's just money. If it even gets filled. Oh, got filled. To quote Samuel L. Jackson from Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts. Oh, and there it goes. Let's give it a second. See if we see a little bit of strength stepping in here. If this starts to rip, we could have ourselves a good little day trade here, and we've got about 15 minutes left in the stream, so we're gonna see how this goes. Now, I'm not gonna get greedy on these. Let's go back over to the 5. God, they're fighting there. So how's everyone else's day doing? 13 starting to curl up. What do we got for the RSI right now? RSI 43. Yeah, we're still on an upward trend right here. Go over to the 5. 5's gaining upward momentum. Sideways on the RSI right now. Yeah, he had yeah, right when he was going to throw the power. Yep, he had the cigarette hanging from his mouth. Oh, come on. Catch a little breather, AMC. Catch a breather and keep running. I keep averaging down, that's for sure. Yeah, that's averaging down there. That is a good way to play it. So still sideways right now. I'm even on this trade. Waiting to see if AMC catches this little bounce right here. No, it's bouncing off the 15. Or off the 13. Come on. Little bit of upward movement. That's what we want to see. Do people play? No, my order filled. I already my order already filled. I'm waiting to see how we play this 13. We got above it on the 3, so I'm waiting to see if we bounce upward off of it, meaning we caught that it caught a little bit of a breather going on its run. On the 5, it's meeting it as resistance, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out. It's still possible on the 5 that it's going to continue running, but on the 3 we are starting to go down through it. So I figure, throw a real quick day trade out there, see if I get lucky, see what kind of action I get. The RSI's curling around though. That's got me worried on this. That is it is looking like an exit point right here. I'm down. Yeah, I might as well exit this. I'm not indecisiveness. I'm not even down 1% on it. The 5 is telling me it's bouncing and going downward. The RSI, I kind of want to see where this candle's going to go, and this candle's not getting any strength. Yeah, that's we're going to exit this. I caught the tail. Now watch, as soon as I exit this, it's going to as soon as I exit this, it's going to go ahead and start running again. That's the way it goes sometimes. The market is against you. It's out to get you. Long call. 3 of those. Oh, no, we're not playing this flipping game. Oh, you little bugger. Go back up, you. Up $1. Going back up on the 5. Wait and see if we get just a little bit of upward movement. It's playing that game where I try to exit and it slips just underneath my exit order. That is the thing I hate most of all. When I'm sitting there trying to get a fill, and it keeps, whatever price I put, it goes just under there, and then I put another price and it goes just underneath there. That is so blatantly annoying that the market is just targeting me individually. It's not doing it to anyone else. It's just going after me there. Come on, Phil. All right. Replace order. Continue. You annoying little bugger. Flip and close now. There we go. Okay, so I lost a couple bucks there. Not much, but it was just, had this continued, because we had the first candle above, and then we had a second candle closing above. That that was looking like it was going to continue on an upward run. This is. So yeah, we lost a couple bucks there. Like I said, calls, your upside potential is unlimited. So it was worth a risk, because if it would have kept running, I could have easily gotten, in the span of a half hour, I could have easily gotten 10-15%. Even 5% would have been good. Our loss was under 2%. So, this wasn't a major loss. It was just one of those things where it looked decent. It was worth taking a swing at it, missed on it, and got out. And see, it started the downward movement. Had it continued following this upward motion, it would have been great. But seeing that it was pulling back, it was testing the 13, both on the 3. It bounced off on the 5. I should have waited for confirmation on the 5. But the thing is, had it hit the 5 and pushed through and continued to rip, all of a sudden those contracts have been more expensive to get. So yeah, I was trying to anticipate the market, which is not always. Sometimes you get lucky and you see it and it keeps going, but on a downturn market, it just didn't want to. Hey, please give a follow back. It just didn't want to play nicely. Now I could, these contracts had 2 weeks on them. I could have sat on them and waited for another day or two, but that whole time I'm dealing with theta burn. So that was, if you look at the analysis, if you look at the entry, on the 3 minute, the entry looked good. As soon as as soon as I saw the pullback on the 3, the 5, it looked good here. It was coming up to test, but we never got the breakthrough on the 5. And usually, if you're using the 1348, you want to see that breakthrough. Granted, you want to play calls when you're above the 200. Now, I play, I'm a fairly conservative trader, but, I will get aggressive at times. But I recognized that it was recognized that the trade was not going good, that it was going to get worse, and decided, nope, I'm jumping out of it. Because now, if I was already leaving for work, I would have set a stop loss before doing it. But the fact that I was sitting here watching it, it's like I don't need a stop loss. I'm watching it in real time, so I knew, I knew what to look for getting out. This is one of the times get out before your stop loss. If I recognize that the trade's going bad and I'm at a 2% loss, why on earth would I I'll wait and see how it goes, with a 10 or 15% stop loss? No, that doesn't make sense. I had already lost confidence in the trade, and it's like, no, I'm getting out of this right now. So if you're able to sit there and watch your trade, you could have a stop loss like way down, but be ready, because if you want to manually exit, you've got to dump that stop loss before you can manually exit on most brokers. So just a little something for people to keep an eye on in the future. If you're going to be making plays like this. David, how's that? We had a little bit of fun, did some active trading. Now that it dipped down, it's going to turn around and rip to the moon, and my calls would have printed. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I got to get back to work here in just a few minutes, and we're not too. We are a little bit away from the next Claybro stream, but I'll see y'all over on Claybros. You'll keep an eye on it. Be interesting to see. In fact, let's. I'm going to throw a horizontal on here. We can always look at this tomorrow and see. We're just going to throw a rough line right in the middle of that candle. So we got that line on there, and we're just going to see. We'll keep an eye on to see if anything would have actually come of that. I don't think it will. I think we're going to continue downward into close. It's just the market we're in right now. So I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful day. I want to thank Pug, Paul, Kalani, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm still not sure who Mr. Nice Guy is, but thank you all for coming by, hanging out a bit on lunch. I know it's a red market. People don't want to see it, but I figured, we missed Thursday and Friday. I figured I'd pop in for the start of the week. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all next time. So from me to you, I wish you good health.